and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm doing another Doctor Who comic book collection. And so hopefully if you're a fan of comic books and Doctor Who, this is probably the channel for you, as well, I say that, but I don't always do Doctor Who comic book related content, but recently I have been doing that, as the last two videos I recorded yesterday, which was Monday, and it's Tuesday today, were two comic book reviews. So yeah, this time, instead of like last time, I didn't show you this cover, this awesome variant cover of the Four Doctors issue 1. This time I am showing you it, and it's limited to 1,000, and yeah, Comic-Con, yeah, exclusive film and Comic-Con Sheffield one. I'm very curious to see if they have another one of these at the Comic-Con place at Sheffield Comic-Con, because I'll be going there again from Jester Comics, apparently, which is a place, I'm assuming, in Sheffield. So yeah, that's pretty cool. One. I have added quite a few new stuff, or there's been quite a few different things from the previous video, which was about 4 months ago, apparently. But then again, depending on when I upload this, it might even be a bit longer than that. So yeah, issue 5 of the Four Doctors. Issue 4. Issue 3. Issue 2. And issue 1. I'd say cover-wise, issue 1 is probably the one that I like the most. The standard one and the, obviously, Comic-Con one. I like both these. And I quite like issue 5's cover as well. It's very kind of reminiscent of issue, sorry for the hand wobbling again, issue 1 as well. It's very reminiscent, issue 5's. I'm not a big fan of the whole Doctor just being on his own, you know, sort of thing. It's just kind of boring, you know, just having each of the Doctors on their own. I think it's a lot more interesting when you have all three of the Doctors together, or all three of them like this as well. So yeah, issue 1. 11, the 11th Doctor, issue 7. No idea if that's a good one or not. I thought the Four Doctor series was okay. It had its ups and downs. I mean, I could always try and read them all in one concise read-through, you know, from beginning to middle to end, i.e. all 5 issues in one go, and then, you know, give you a retrospective video. Issue 5 of the 11th Doctor. Love the cover. Love this alien, by the way. Issue 2 of the 11th Doctor, year 1. These are all year 1 ones as well. Oil pastel. Issue 2. Issue 11 of the 10th Doctor, year 1, which is as far as I got with the 11th, with the 10th Doctor even, I mean. And I never had it on subscription. So, but the weakest 10th Doctor story, and maybe just generally one of the weaker comic books in this collection video, issue 10. Do like the cover though. Issue 9, very good end to the Weeping Angel 4 issue story arc. Issue 8. Issue 7. Issue 6, which is very, very nice. I mean, as it says here, new storyline begins this issue, so this is probably a perfect jumping on point, which it was pretty much my jumping on point for the 10th Doctor, and I'm not just saying it would be a good jumping on point because it was mine, but it's because obviously a new story starts here and then continues from issue 6 to 9, I think it was. Yeah. Love the cover as well. Cover's amazing. Issue 5, which is very much a standalone sort of story. I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't have the context of a lot of the older, you know, earlier issues, because this is the earliest David Tennant issue I've got. I love the cover design, very sort of World War II sort of esque. The new ongoing series of the 9th Doctor, which has just finished, or not just finished, this story has just finished. It'll still be continuing on, but this little 3-part story has finished, as this is issue 3, which I've reviewed. This should be one of the more recent videos on my channel. I've literally, it was one of the videos I was talking about that I'd recorded slash done yesterday. Issue 2 of the Ninth Doctor ongoing series, or adventure series thing, which is nice. There's also a Third Doctor mini-series coming out soon, so in my next collection update, hopefully I'll have that. Issue 1 of the Ninth Doctor ongoing series. Issue 5 of the mini-series, which in my last review, in my last collection update, I didn't have any 3 of these, so yeah, there is reason for doing this video. I think, kinda, maybe. But yeah, issue 5. Issue 4, which still has, in my opinion, the best cover of the mini-series covers anyway. Issue 3, there. Issue 2. And issue 1, keeping up with this oil pastel-like look for a lot of the early issue releases, either issue 1 or 2, because with the Matt Smith one it was issue 2 there, that was oil pastel-like. Then we have the 8th Doctor, issue 5, which I love the cover of this one. As well, with the 8th Doctor miniseries, much like with the 9th Doctor miniseries, I said this in the last video, well, mainly just regarding the 9th Doctor miniseries, but I'll say it here for the first time regarding the 8th Doctor one as well. But with both of them, I would love to do a retrospective video, i.e. a video where I read issue 1 to 5 in one consecutive go, and then just go through the whole thing and say what I thought about the whole overall story, and, you know, which I think's the best issue, which I think's the worst, and why, and, you know, which has the best art, which has the best cover, so on. But yeah, I really do like that cover. You know, Paul McGann's in a very nice dynamic pose. I adore this cover too, mainly because of the vines. It reminds me of Poison Ivy. And the companion person looks very stylized and very, you know, point of focus is her, I would say. Or the point of focus might actually be both of them. But yeah, this is issue 4. Very odd, I've literally just realised the barcode's there, not down at the bottom anywhere. It's a bit odd, but yeah. Issue 3, very good story, from what I remember. As it's been a long time since I've read these, as I've not read them since I've reviewed them, so, as I say, it would be nice to do a retrospective video. Worst cover, in my opinion, from any of the Titan comic ones, maybe. I don't know if I'd go that far, but definitely from the 8th Doctor miniseries. Love this cover, adore it. I would love, if I ever met Paul McGann, for him to sign this. This would just be a masterpiece to be signed. I think the artwork really does make, or the oil pastel background makes the Night of the Doctor costume really pop out. Issue 1. IDW's Doctor Who classic sort of thing, which is Nemesis of the Daleks, which you can get as a Panini graphic novel, which is what I'm probably bound to do. I randomly got this randomly because I saw it in Forbidden Planet way before I think any of these Titan comics were ever released, really. So, issue 3 of the 4th Doctor 5-part miniseries, which this also was reviewed yesterday, along with the 9th Doctor issue 3. So that should be, a review of that should be on the channel. And again, like with the other mini-series of the 8th and 9th Doctor, when I've got all 5 issues of the 4th Doctor, it would be nice to again do you know, consecutive run of them all and then review them. Issue 2, or not review them all, but you know what I mean, like do a retrospect, you know, what I think about the whole series as a whole. And issue 1, which is probably my most viewed out of the lot, I think, of the mini-series 4th Doctor ones. And again, keeping up with this oil pastel-like look, and he just looks like Indiana Jones. It really helps that there's this sort of fiery effect, and it makes that look like the torch, or a sort of like flaming torch, which, again, I think it's just a Sonic, and I even mentioned that in my review. And then this Free Comic Book Day one, which I've still not read, and then also I've got one over there as well, the most recent one, you know, from the newest Free Comic Book Day, which I still haven't read that one either, or this one. So yeah, I should probably review that, or read it first and then maybe review it. But yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.